Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our conjunction series again this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Osho video and my interview with Joni Patri. There's actually purposely a reason why I made the Osho horoscope all 30 minutes just by being Osho. Because so many people are like, well, I'm such a great follower of Osho. I am always listening to his videos and listening to his audios. He's the master of the world. I'm like, okay, let's see if you have patience to listen to his horoscope. I wanted to test people's patience because Osho will give his 5-minute message in half an hour. So I'm like, you know what? Let me see this. Let me test people's patience and see if they truly are followers of Osho. Because if you're a follower of Osho, you should be able to withstand that slow pace. And some of you weren't. So it shows me you may not be the follower of Osho. But anyway, today we're doing Sun, Mars and Jupiter conjunction. So Sun, Mars and Jupiter conjunction, very heavy conjunction, fire conjunction, man. These three planets rule fire signs. So these are fiery planets because Sun rules Leo, Mars rules Aries, Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Now, I'm going to pretend that this conjunction, you have a very close conjunction of this. Because you could have a very loose conjunction. Sun could be at 1 degree, Mars could be at 15 degrees, Jupiter could be at 29 degrees. That's a very loose conjunction. The meaning would be very light of what I will explain. And the meaning of this conjunction is only 40 to 50% accurate, what I'm giving you right now. Because we do not know what sign this conjunction is happening in your horoscope. We don't know what house this conjunction is happening in your horoscope, what ascendant you are. We don't know which 5 houses these planets rule. We don't know where this conjunction is expressing itself in. So this is why it becomes important to know that what I will provide is just a basic analysis and concept of this conjunction. And as always, if you do not know where this conjunction is in your horoscope, what sign is it happening is, what houses this is in, all the other planetary placements. For that, check out the links here and check out my full astrological report, where especially on the second page, you'll see exactly where these planets are placed. And also you'll see my books, Astrology, Conjunction, and Aspects of the Speed of Light, including the book on Career and Destiny at this link. So, Sun. What does Sun represent? Sun represents father, authority, government, ego, soul, self-esteem, pride, confidence. Mars represents fire, anger, blood, gore, weapons, athlete, soldier, government employee, surgeon, engineer. All these masterful, technical, fiery things. Firefighters. Then you have Jupiter, the guru, Zeus, the god of thunder. Because one thunder, a single lightning bolt on Jupiter might be twice the size of Earth. So you see how big Jupiter is, how fiery and hot Jupiter is, the deeper you go in Jupiter. So when this conjunction is happening in a person's horoscope, especially you will find that if this conjunction is happening in the 12th, 1st or 2nd house of a person, they get angry very quickly. Like anger is sitting on their shoulders. Because they are the mind, the right side, the left side of the brain, and the head itself is full of fire. And especially in this conjunction that occurs in the ascendant, a man will probably have very thin hair and lose their hair, get bald very quickly. But this personality, because remember, Sun is personality, the ego. The ego is able to express itself through hardcore discipline that Mars is bringing like a soldier. Because soldier has to wake up in the morning, shower, make the bed, take the weapon out, get the weapon ready, wear neat and clean clothes, shoes needs to be shined, always, saluting the authorities, running like 10 miles, a day. So that discipline and energy adds to that fire of personality. Then Jupiter comes into play. These people are natural authoritative people. They will demand certain things from you. They will try to teach you certain principles always. Because now Jupiter is involved. These guys are very fiery teachers. And these are the people you will find in professions and teaching professions related to military, law, criminal justice, being an athlete, being a motivational coach, sports coach. Anywhere where they can express their authoritativeness through discipline is where this conjunction comes alive. This is why this is a very CEO, a CFO-like personality of a person. Even for a woman, even if a woman has this or man has in their first and seventh taxes, brings a very masculine nature. This is a woman that if she's your boss, you'll just be wondering all day in your cubicle, does this woman ever dates anybody? Can any man ever survive? Like this woman will be like this black widow. You know, like you go on a date, it'll be like, she'll eat your head for dinner. But ultimately, you know, these people actually make great entrepreneurs and businessmen. These are the people who are out there able to handle 10 different personalities, 10 different, circumstances at the same time. They don't care if you're an A personality, B personality, C personality. They demand certain things from you because they're in the leadership role. So if a sports coach has this thing, and you can have Michael Jordan, Sachin Tendulkar, and David Beckham in the same team, all these egos, and it'll be like, dude, either listen to me, I'm going to bench all three of you. I don't care if I lose the game. If you don't play your minutes, you ain't going to get paid. That's how authoritative they become. Yet, this is a very goal-driven type conjunction. They always have a certain goal to achieve and be at a leadership position of a certain place. And especially when they teach with discipline. Like, especially you'll notice because Sun is your father was the type of an authoritative person that when he walks in the door, the house went silent. You and your siblings were just like, if you were doing some shenanigans and doing pillow fights, it'll stop. Because when father's in the house, nothing like that happens. Even if you played sports with your father and you were screwing up, let's say you couldn't even shoot a basketball, you were making air balls, your father, instead of having fun, will discipline you. Will say, hey, you can't make a basketball, you want to play me? Well, no. You're going to stand there in front of the free throw line and shoot 100 free throws before you go back to the house. And I want you to make 50% of the free throws at least. So that's how discipline, your father becomes, that authoritative figure in your life becomes. And because of that, you became the same thing. Now, depending upon the sign and house, as I explained, two planets or one planet can dominate the other. Like, I'll give you an example. Let's take Sun in the 4th house in the sign of Libra, conjunct Mars and Jupiter. What's happening is, first of all, Sun is losing its direction strength, Digbala. There's low confidence, low self-esteem in a person. Then Sun is debilitated. So the ego is lost. They're not confident enough to be out there in the public life. But what's happening is because Mars and Jupiter are there saying, no, if we're with you, we're going to have to dominate people. So what's happening is this person gets angry very quickly, and through their brash anger, without a little bit of criticism towards them, they get angry, they get defensive. And through that, they're able to control other people, which is not the right way. You can have some leader who, if you look at him the wrong way, he'll just shoot you. He won't be like arguing, why are you looking at me this way? He won't be, see, a true leader, let's say Mahatma Gandhi, if somebody came to his face, if somebody slandered him, somebody criticized him, ridiculed him, he'll be like, okay, that's fine. I just need to do my job. I just want to get freedom for my country. That's it. I'm just going to do this and this. I don't care what you say about me. That's a true leader. Martin Luther King didn't care what anybody called him, what names he was heard when he was walked down the street. He's just like, you know what? I ain't going to hit you. I'll let you hit me. And through that, I am going to be the leader of this people. And I am going to be, be that leadership role, that role model for people. So there's a good side of this conjunction and the bad side of this conjunction, depending upon the house and sign that they're placed in. So it becomes very important. But mainly, the main basic meat is that it's a very dominating conjunction, very fiery conjunction. There's a sense of duty when this conjunction is, or what house is placed in. Okay? So guys, this is my analysis of Jupiter, Mars, and Sun conjunction. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And again, if you want to know where your conjunction is, what kind of conjunction planet replacements you have, for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, reports, consultations, everything at this link. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.